they would. I need to dissect this again. We want to drop in and provide some context for the changes to the turbo build. First of all, I want to dissect this. This might be a video, actually. Let's go ahead and dissect this turbo build change, because if you go back and look at a lot of the things I said really early in the morning, one of the first thing that I said was that the context for the decision, the goal of the decision, was everything. So that's exactly what they're saying. They're saying we wanted to drop in and provide some context for the changes to the turbo build timer. This is really important, because the first and foremost, people are freaking out saying, oh, they're nerfing building. No, they're not. That's not what they're trying to do. So let's go ahead and get into this. What changed in 10.20? We returned the time between subsequent turbo build placements from 0.05 seconds to 0.15 seconds in V10. This was a value used up to V.43. Who's messaging me? And says, why change the turbo build? We did it so the first step addressing several problems. Rapid turbo building favors players with low ping disproportionate ways. This is super important. This is the context that they are hammering at. This is the context. This is not about nerfing building. This isn't about end games and having too many players. It's nothing like that. It's all about like fixing the low ping disproportionate advantage. So, and then first bullet point, taking walls, racing with another player to replace a wall before them, turtling, continually rebuilding a wall. And this is exactly what I talk about all the time. I can't take walls from them because they can constantly rebuild walls, and they take walls too easily. They hammered it on this point. This is perfect. This little bullet point is the best thing I've read in a while from Epic. Turtling disproportionately favors defender. It's true. E.g. holding mouse button versus squad shooting at 1-by-1. This is interesting. This is where things get a little bit dangerous, because it basically says they don't want you to be safe against multiple people. This part scares me a little bit, but it doesn't innately kind of like freak me out. It just makes me think like, okay, this is interesting. I got to think about this. Building piece placement accuracy. Easy to accidentally place multiple pieces at once. You know, I don't really know. I can't really say that I understand this all that well. I mean, I guess this happens because of turbo build. Well, yeah, the guy, thanks for the follow, my dude. I guess this does happen because like sometimes whenever you spam turbo build, like pyramids go all over the place. So I guess, yeah, sure, maybe if they slow it down, it won't be, you know, so inaccurate. Spam building, easy to spam build. We want something to be a bit building to be a bit more deliberate. Again, this one is this one's questionable because spam building is also a core part of the game where you kind of like do things very fast, but maybe they just mean like, I don't know, it's easy to just, I don't know, maybe they just think turbo building is too seamless, which to be honest, I think there's been a portion of the pro community that has always said that turbo building is a little overpowered, and I kind of agree with it. We just have to see how these couple of placement points, like right here, affect things. It's mostly this one and this one. This one's fine. It's just about accuracy of placing builds. What we don't want to dramatically impact, again, this is talking about the context. This is this whole little section right here is so that way they can kind of put out the fire that's going on Twitter, where they're saying like, we're not trying to kill how responsive building feels. We're not trying to kill the ability to perform 90s. We're not trying to slow you down from gaining height and building up with single tiles and stuff like that. We're not trying to stop you from being able to waterfall. What they're basically saying is like, hey, this has been the residual effect of what we're testing. That's what I'm reading here. I'm reading this as like, not like get over it and deal with it, this is the change. I'm reading this as like, hey, we're not trying to do this. We're gonna see, like, we're gonna work to see if we can resolve some of these issues that have been impacted. Next steps, we're working to implement the following further changes and update you on social channels once they're live. Meaning they're not done. Once they are live, they're not done fixing this. We're on the first step of it. Do I think it came out properly? No, probably not. That's okay. So, replace initial building and turbo building delay with rate of fire logic. This is where the verbiage gets a little confusing for me, and I'm going to try to go slow through this. So basically it says first placement is instantaneous. Okay, first placement is instantaneous. No way to build faster than building a piece every 0.15 seconds. Makes sense. Note, by itself, this doesn't address defensive agency of turtling / low ping benefit. So basically, this is what's coming next. Like holding your wall, the first wall, it's going to be basically like guaranteed, it seems to me. Like they just want the first build to just like, boom, you hold the wall. Then they're going to enforce a rate of fire for contested pieces. If a building piece is destroyed, server waits 0.15 seconds before allowing a rebuild. Player attempting to rebuild the destroyed piece during that 0.15 seconds are added to a list. There are several potential ways to pick the winner we're exploring, meaning it's not all of these, it may be one of them. Most likely one of them. Coin flip between people not currently owning the building piece. So RNG, who gets the wall, meaning nobody's walls are safe, meaning more balanced. Or coin flip between everyone trying to build, meaning RNG, balanced. Okay. So not currently owning the building piece, meaning the person trying to hold can't hold, is what I meant to say. The person trying to hold can't hold, the people trying to replace will get it. Or between everyone trying to build, favor a person currently owning the building piece. So all of this says right here, this part is super important. This means that trying to replace a wall is going to be balanced no matter which one they pick. It doesn't matter which one they pick at all. And that's a fact, because if they pick this one, that means the only person that gets screwed on this change is the person turtling, because they won't even be in the running for getting the wall. Meaning you'll just have, everybody will have to adapt to the fact that the walls get yoinked now. This change means that everybody has an RNG chance to get the wall, meaning the game is more balanced, because prior to that, ping had every effect on this. This change means that it favors the person owning the build piece, meaning everybody can hold their wall, and it's more balanced. It's just a different way of doing it. This one is the person turtling is not safe. This one is the person turtling is indefinitely safe, more or less. At the end of delay, place building piece. So, okay. At the end of the delay, you place the building piece. Ensures that building piece replacement taking walls is not ping sensitive. That's the goal. That's what they're trying to hammer on. Ensures a minimum time between a wall being destroyed and replaced. So this means that they're not done. They've laid the foundation for what the change is going to be, and I don't know if they can achieve this and achieve this. That is the question. So people need to stop freaking out and just let them rock on this one. You can't ask for them to fix things and not let them test things out. And as someone that has been asking them to fix things, this specifically, I gotta let this rock. I gotta let this see where it goes. So this is, I'm breaking this down in like sections. I'm trying to like build it into Legos. This is what they're not trying to do. This is what they're trying to do. And we just have to see if they can do all of it together, if it's possible. If they can, the game will be more fair. And I guarantee you, when the game is more fair, people will still be upset because they'll lose their ability to be superheroes. I guarantee it. So that is my breakdown of this change. And that's my breakdown of these notes. And I'm just telling you, you have to be patient with something like this. I feel like this is totally uncharted territory from them. They have not tried to do this before. They're not just randomly taking, they're not just putting things in place that they know are going to work. I feel like they have to try this. It even says there's several potential ways of picking the winner we're exploring. They don't even know. So we just have to wait and see. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of this potential? The only thing I don't want to see from you is, oh no, it's bad, revert it, because that's too close-minded. If they try things and it doesn't work, then yes, I think they should go back to the way it was. But for now, let's be patient. All right, thanks for checking this out. I'll see you guys on the next video.
Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel the fire inside of me? Do you see the sparks that I'm setting free? Does the beat take you over? You just